Want to know how building the app is going? This is how it's going. My pants are on backwards. What's up, athletes? My name is Danielle Wilson. I am a NASM certified personal trainer. I have been sharing my life on social media and training women all over the globe for the past 7 years now. And through that, I've been able to build the most incredible, genuine community that I am so grateful for. Everything that I've learned and experienced throughout my life, from my upbringing, my childhood, my competitive athlete days, to my more recent health and wellness journey, has brought me to this point. And while every day has obviously not been perfect, I now realize that every day has had a purpose. And I'm so excited to finally be able to bring you the SPARC app. This is gonna be your new favorite training platform, your motivational bestie, your accountability partner, and the tool that helps you build your most confident self. The goal of the SPARC app is to help you build positive momentum in your life, in and out of the gym, whatever that looks like for you. So with this docuseries, I really wanted to bring you along with me on the journey of building SPARC from the ground up. I've built my brand being extremely transparent, and I know that I have not gotten to where I am in life today on my own. None of this would be possible without you and the incredible people that I have in my life that support me every single day. So honestly, I feel like it's only right that I take you behind the scenes with me, show you all the highs, the lows, the laughs, the tears, the freakouts, the meltdowns, the scandals, literally everything that goes into building a new brand. And through this series, through this process, I hope you get to know me, my heart, and some of the people I love most a little bit better along the way. Building the SPARC app and pouring my all into this new community is the most important thing that I have done in my life so far. And I am so excited to take you along the journey and show you absolutely everything. I have been an athlete my entire life. I feel like I started training when I was 2 years old, honestly. I was like flipping out of my crib constantly, so my mom put me in gymnastics just so I would learn how to land.
Danielle was the most amazing child. I had her in dance, I had her in gymnastics, I had her doing all sorts of things. And I did that because she was always so active. And that was my way of kind of channeling this energy that she had. I remember when we went to a vacation in Puerto Rico, and she just laid out on the bench and started doing side kicks and exercising and doing sit-ups. She had her little potty underwear showing, and she's just doing her leg lifts. Watching her as a child, I knew in her life she's gonna be able to turn things around and see the good in everything. And she's also going to be able to make her star shine.
Good morning, athletes. I am vlogging this morning because today is a very, very important day. Today is day 1 of SPARC shooting. Today is probably going to be the most grueling day of this entire filming process because today we are shooting all of the demo workout videos. These are going to be the videos that are inside the app that show all the athletes how to do the movements that are in each of the programs. So we have about 300 plus workouts to do today, movements to do today. It's going to be about a 12-hour day. I am very excited though because I get to see my mom today. I don't have an assistant or anything like that, so my mom is coming to kind of be my moral support / assistant. One thing that I am a little bit worried about is that we have a very tight schedule today. With the amount of movements we're shooting, this should definitely be broken up into like a 2-3 day shoot. However, we don't have a 2-3 day budget. I'm going to be grinding today. This is gonna be the worst day for my hormones. And it is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta show up and we gotta get it done.
As I was driving to this location, I was thinking, I used to drive her to school for 9 years, coming this same route. And here I am coming this route for this special moment to watch her actually fulfill her dream.
Montessori School of Lake Forest. This is the drop-off circle that my mom always dropped me off on. This is where I went to, I think like preschool through 6th grade. I feel like Montessori really shaped me in a lot of ways because it's really based on like independent learning for children. There's no homework, there's no tests. You make your own schedule as a child. You get to decide what lessons you want to learn. You get to make the decisions about how you spend your day in school. You get to decide when you're gonna take a nap. It's very based on the child and their interests and like developing independence. We all used materials for a lot of things. So say I wanted to do like a multiplication math problem, I had like a chain of beads, and when you stacked up the beads, they had 7 beads on each side, and so then you could figure out what 7 times 7 was when you counted on 49. Oh my God, wait, look at this, wait. This used to be the child door. They tried to make the kids feel special, like they had their own door to go through, and like this is the most Montessori thing. Mom.
Yes, baby girl.
We're back where it all started.
Oh my gosh, that's unreal.
I was just thinking, because I saw on the wall, it says, Montessori is an education for independence, preparing you not just for school, but for life. This is where SPARC started. This is crazy. Like, it literally started here, and that's why I just could never go the traditional.
Oh my God, I'm about to cry. That's so true.
And that's like
That
what.
is so true.
That's why I felt such like unrest in like your typical corporate America route. I was always meant to do something of my own. Just like standing here and like looking at this little door that I used to go through. Crazy.
And look at how it says, have a great day.
Yeah. And I say go be great today. That's so funny. But do you remember like why you sent me to Montessori?
Your energy level was always like bigger. You were always extra. So I'm like, And I read about Montessori. I'm like, this is the right place for her. This will channel your energy and not confine you into such structure that you couldn't grow and be yourself. Yeah, that's it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess it worked.
I know it worked.
Let's just see if we can sneak in around the back.
Yeah, just be careful. Don't get arrested.
I'm just gonna be like, I used to go here. The Montessori is like coming back into my veins the longer I stay here. I was always like so fascinated with rocks and nature, and being back here just like brings all of that back. That's so wild. Wow. Oh my God, that cow. My class painted that cow. No, that is a 25-year-old cow. I just remember going out in recess. We were such weird kids. We like built our own town out of like sticks and things, and we like created currency, and we like couldn't wait to go to recess to like barter and trade sticks. But this is why I was such a nature kid growing up. I just was Googling this place before we came here last night, and I was looking up the tuition for this place, and it honestly just makes me so grateful for my mom after hearing like the why behind why she put me in here. My parents got divorced when I was 4 years old. My mom, she had to just completely start over, like build a career from scratch, because she wasn't like working when she was with my dad. And then when they split up, like my mom just had like me, and the fact that she like made this happen with the insane, granted I'm sure the tuition has gone up in the last 20 years, but like she was paying college tuition for me when I was little. I don't know how she made that happen. And I feel like that's such a testament to like just the way that my mom has always sacrificed for me and always made sure that I had the best of the best everything, even when it seemed impossible. I truly do not know how she pulled this off. I remember, she's probably gonna hate me for telling this story, but she was driving this like beat up old like car, breaking down all the time, and I remember like she was embarrassed to like drop me off in the drop off of this amongst all of the Range Rovers and Lexuses. I was little, like I didn't know any different. I remember we drove away one time and like the car broke down and we had to like call AAA, and we were outside like trying to push the car together as me, like a little kid, and wow, that's nuts. We've come a long way though. Come a long, long way. I just really, really appreciate my mom. Anytime I talk about my mom, I get emotional. I don't know why. It's just, you have such more perspective when you're older about how much things cost and like sacrifices that you like that your parents made for you, and when you like realize like, oh whoa, like how huge those things were, because you don't realize or appreciate them truly as a kid because you just don't know. You don't have that perspective, and just now being an adult, coming back here thinking about like the family I want to start one day, like I just hope that I can be half the mom that my mom is, because she killed it. She definitely killed it. I did competitive gymnastics all the way up through high school. The best gymnasts in the world are like 4'11". I was destined to be almost 6 foot, so my body was kind of fighting me. My center of gravity was getting higher and higher, and gymnastics just wasn't it for me. So next stop is Stevenson High School, which is actually both of our high schools. This is the football field. This is where my cheer journey started. I quit gymnastics going into my sophomore year of high school. I just kind of figured like the next best thing was cheerleading, because it gave me an opportunity to still tumble and use my talents, I guess. I was varsity cheer all 3 years through high school. This is the first time I had a team of women that we were working together towards one goal, and I just loved that. I've always loved being surrounded by strong, powerful, energetic, vibrant women. Just my love of movement and my love of, cheering on women and feeling the strength of women coming together. I think that was really where that stemmed from. Sophomore year cheer photo that is taken right there, and it was the first time I had worn my hair in braids to school, and I was like kind of nervous because wearing my hair in braids was not something that I felt like I could do without standing out for not good reasons. And now I've got my long flowing braids. This just feels like a very full circle moment. I just remember trying to hide a lot here. I think a lot of my insecurity was developed being the only black girl, being the tallest girl, being the muscular girl that was walking around because of, being a gymnast my whole life. So once I joined the cheer team, my strength was a benefit again. My athleticism was a pro. It wasn't something that was holding me back. It was something that was pushing me forward. So it allowed me to step into, the next phase of like my journey of being an athlete here. So while I was kind of that insecure little girl that was desperately trying to fit in, I also had this outlet through cheer that allowed me to be an athlete and express myself and make such good friends with women that I'm still friends with to this day, that I still tumble with to this day. One time they made me do backflips all the way down the football field like I was that girl back in the day. Let's see if I still can. Ready? Ow! I'm seeing stars. Whipping that out with no warm-up is criminal behavior. I don't know why I just did that. This is why I'm retired from the field. Because holy crap, the ground comes a lot faster than it used to. Hi. These pictures have been here for like, I feel like these are like the 80s or like early 90s up here. In the corner, it's your girl. I'm gonna have to wipe the dust off my nameplate. Let's get the flashlight up here so we can, here we go. Yeah, all-state cheerleading selection. It's like my little Stevenson claim to fame. Always been in the same spot. They've changed a lot of stuff in here, but that is still the same. What is this, like, Hall of Fame? What's a girl got to do to get up on this wall? They're only missing Danielle Wilson. How many Instagram followers do you need to have to get on the Stevenson High School Hall of Fame? I ended up quitting the cheerleading team my sophomore year of college just to kind of focus on school and friends and my sorority. I got to the point where, you know, you graduate and you are just thrust into this corporate world of trying to do what everybody's expecting you to do. I got a corporate marketing job because that's what I felt like I had to do. I felt like that's what everybody expected me to do. That's what my degree was in. So every time I would step into the office, I felt like I was wasting my days sitting behind a desk, behind the computer, literally slowly dying inside. One, because I wasn't pursuing my purpose and I wasn't pursuing my passion, but also two, because that athlete piece of me, that athlete fire, was missing. I didn't have a coach to tell me what to do anymore. I didn't have teammates alongside me that were working out next to me. I slowly started to find group fitness classes that I enjoyed and liked, and I ended up going to this one random functional performance training group fitness class. The coach that owned the gym saw me in the class, and then I think he must have just like seen my face light up when I was pushing that sled for the first time. And he was like, "Have you ever thought about coaching?" I was like, "No, not really, but that sounds awesome." After my first couple classes that I taught, I was like, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is me. And it wasn't even just so much that I was moving my body again and feeling like an athlete myself again. I felt that extra spark of, okay, but I can also use this energy to help other women feel powerful. Seeing the reactions from my first few athletes that came to my group fitness classes, like I had girls in tears at the end of some of my like emotional pep talks at the end where they're like grinding it out and I'm yelling and the lights are low and the music is pumping, and I had never felt anything like that. Just the feeling of seeing people push themselves to that level and experience some type of breakthrough sometimes, and knowing that I was, you know, the one that was helping people achieve that, like there was nothing more fulfilling than that. I did like a little one-time clinic, a conditioning class for the varsity cheerleaders of my high school, and it was super early in the morning. I taught them at like 6 a.m. before they had classes, and I drove back to the city to get to work. And I'll never forget this because it just sticks out in my head as like such like a push from the universe. I walked into the office and the CEO of the company that I was working for walked in at the same time as me. I was on such a high from working with those athletes earlier that morning that I just felt like I was glowing. Like I just had a different energy. I was vibrating on a different level. And he goes, "What did you do this morning?" And I was like, you know, I taught some class and just trying to downplay it a little. And he was like, "You should do that every morning." And I was like, "Maybe I will, sir." maybe you're onto something. How about I actually do that? After he said that to me, something just clicked and was like, listen, like it's not just in my head. Other people are seeing me now and recognizing what it looks like when I'm standing in my purpose. I quit my job a month later and started my training career.
When she started telling me that she wanted to quit her corporate job, and me thinking, well, you gotta have a plan, you know, from a mom's perspective, knowing that she has had a plan all the way through, and that plan led up to SPARC coming to life. I'm so excited for her. She's taught me how to dream bigger, and bigger than I have ever dreamed in my life. She's now starting to teach me some things about life, which is pretty amazing. And now I have tears coming down. All right, baby girl.
I'm still doing my makeup, but
Okay.
you look like you need a hug. Was that a lot?
So much. You just know how much you're loved.
I love you too, Mom.
I'm so proud of you.
Just why are you so emotional?
I don't know.
You're making me, I'm like, you're lucky I'm still doing my makeup. There's a feeling of everybody being here for me and like being here on my terms and for my dream and for my business, and everybody coming together today for me, that I just feel like a little bit of imposter syndrome is kind of setting in. I'm like, oof, am I deserving of this? Am I going to be able to make this work? Am I going to figure this out? And so for me right now, it's just like very surreal. And I still don't believe all of this is happening. But I'm excited too, because I do fully believe that like when I set my mind to something, I might not know how I'm gonna work it out, but I know that I will. You don't need to know the how, you just need to know the why. If you know the why, like the how will figure itself out. So right now I'm just like full on figure it out mode. But yeah, it's exciting for sure. Makeup is basically done. Of course, this is literally me getting ready to like go out. All my friends are waiting for me out there, and I'm the last one to get ready all the time. So this rushing to get on set right now is very on brand. I think I'm gonna wear my all black honor fit, black turf, black walls, black girl, black fit. I think it'll all work out and look really clean and really nice. I feel like I've done this journey before, so I like also feel like I have a little bit of deja vu. Like I quit my corporate job in 2018 to chase fitness as a career, and I had no idea that, you know, I'd be able to create the community that I have, and I'd be able to create the impact that I've had so far. And so now it's kind of like I'm jumping out on faith like all over again. All those fears like resurface. Can I do it? Will anybody sign up? Like, you never know. Like, you really don't know. Like, you create all this content and just hope and pray that, you know, your heart's in the right place when you create it, and you know why you're creating it, and you just hope and pray that, you know, it'll touch somebody and it'll inspire somebody and it'll encourage somebody, but you just, you know, you never know. That's why I always say, like, you just have to really jump, step out on faith and feel the fear and do the scary thing anyways, because, you know, if you wait to feel ready, you're gonna be waiting the rest of your life. I've been really wrestling with myself to kind of like practice what I preach and practice positive self-talk, but when you're doing something on this scale and you're funding it for yourself for the first time, you just start to doubt yourself. I think that fear of failure is just like, it's not even doubled, it's tripled, quadrupled. Like, I am terrified. I keep catching myself saying, I hope this goes well, I hope I'm doing this right, I hope. And I have to keep switching that in my head to, no, I know this is going to go well. I know that people are gonna sign up. I know that I'm going to look good on camera. I need to start changing that conversation in my head, but it's so hard because I know that I'm a good trainer, and I know that I know what I'm talking about. I know I'm smart. I know that I can program any person from beginner and bring them to advanced. I have no doubt in my capabilities. However, for right now, there is just a lot of fear around this being like a complete flop, because that's a very real possibility. I'm hiring a team, people are around, but I'm so used to doing these types of projects with other people, and I'm so used to there being a creative director and there being a videographer, director, photographer, and the higher ups telling me what to do and what not to do. And now I am all of those things. It's scary to know if you're making the right decisions or not, if you're bringing in the right people or not, if you are trusting the process and the way that you should be. It's just so much unknown, and like, well, I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Honestly, it feels lonely. I think that's part of like starting your own business, like from the ground up by yourself, and you having that vision and you being in charge of bringing other people in to see that vision as well. So I know I'm doing a good job of that, and I'm going to continue to. Yeah. I'm hoping this. I know this fear that I'm feeling will turn to confidence as we keep going. My friend was nice enough to actually lend us this gym for free, which we're on a small budget right now. We gotta scale things back and take what we can until hopefully SPARC blows up. The turf back there, it is very sharp. My knees are getting torn apart. My elbows are getting torn apart.
Outdoor mat that people dry their boots on. Mom, no, I love the creativity, but no.
And my mom, bless her, went out and she got not one, but 3 different mats. I think one of them was like a utility mat that you put in like a horse stable or something wild. But we love options, and we love a girl that brings options. So my mom is really like stepping it up in the assistant category today. She's been amazing. I thought it was funny when she brought you the little pre-workout. Yeah, I'm like, Mom, what? I'm just gonna she brought me like a little pre-workout scoop. I was like, ma'am, I can scoop my own pre-workout, but that's my mom. That's my mom. She'll take control of her job, and she will do it 10 out of 10.
I know when Danielle mentioned to me that she was going to start her own project, and she was going through what was it going to be called and trying to figure this all out. And when she told me that SPARC was coming to life, I was so excited. I was a little nervous, but so excited for her, with knowing that this is going to be her project. She's going to do it how she wants to do it. And she's so smart. And when it comes to things like this and how to put it together, I think she's a genius.
I'm so fucking tired. I just have this crazy shooting pain in my hip. I was like super panicked and anxious. There's a tighter budget. Like, the app hasn't started. I'm funding all of this by myself. I have no investors. I have no big bank savings. Money just like stresses me out. I'm gonna be thinking about that all night. Everything I'm making right now is going into this project. What also makes this so scary, you cannot mess up. Like, you cannot fumble this. I'm like freaking out a little bit. I don't know where the money's gonna come from, but